As we live longer lives, the focus shifts to living better lives. And thanks to technology, it looks like the next generation retiree will be able to craft a future with an unprecedented array of options. Ways to continue working part-time, remain social, have fun, and stay healthy. MIT AgeLab Director Joseph Coughlin joins us now to discuss. Welcome, Joseph. Thanks for being with us.
Hey, great to be here. Thank you.
Is it too dramatic to say technology will completely transform retirement as we know it?
Has there ever been a time when technology is not transformative and a reason not to get too excited? No. Life after work is going to be much more exciting than it was for our parents.
All right, so let's start with the working part, because recent ARP research suggests that nearly 4 out of 10 baby boomers want to keep working in retirement, but easier said than done, right, Joseph?
No, absolutely. I mean, many of us even report, 4 out of 10 report that we may want to work until we drop. That's a whole new retirement plan. But technology is going to have to play a role. We're going to have to make a case to remain in the workplace. And that might mean going back to school, maybe at night, but not to a place, but maybe online, to make sure that the skills that you had in your 20s, 30s, and even 40s are up to date with the new technologies that are out there. So yes, technology is going to play a role to reinvent the workplace, how you learn, to remain productive and engaged so you can be paid and maintain that sense of meaning you have that allows you to get up every morning.
Absolutely. That's so good to hear. Now, what about the social aspect of retirement? We know research shows how important a strong social network of friends and family is as we age. Can tech help here?
It certainly can help. You know, high tech will never replace high touch. But we do know that a quality retirement is more than just money. It's about that reservoir or that savings of friends that you have, friends and family, to remind you not just to take your meds, but to give you a reason to go out to have a bite to eat or go for a walk or to look in on each other. So the new technology is not just for kids anymore. It's going to help keep us connected to people that we love and that we like, that are nearby and far away. Stay connected with grandchildren. To also maybe even use technology such as, smart glasses or, shall we say, a Google Glass by stealth that might actually remind us who we're talking to, or little tidbits of things about their past that we can engage in conversation. So yes, it's going to be online, on your face, but also maybe throughout your house to remain connected to the people you love.
Oh, I'd love that if a Google Glass could tell me little tidbits about that person that I might have forgotten. That's wonderful. Now, can tech also help the retired get around better and even keep their homes running?
Well, here at the AgeLab, we focused a great deal on mobility and living independently at home. And while retirement's about how much you save and certainly your health, mobility, or in the United States, still defined primarily as automobility, is the most important thing. It's actually your second largest cost in retirement. So the car of the future is going to be much more intelligent than the past. In the near term, it's going to compensate for that stiff neck or night vision that begins to decline by age 40, let alone in your 70s or 80s. But yes, the autonomous car or the driverless car is coming. And that's going to help us across the generations, if you will, to remain mobile. Because before you do anything, you've got to get there first.
Absolutely. I can't wait for that myself. But you mentioned cost briefly. That's something I'd like to touch on now, because Americans are already not saving enough for retirement. What will all this tech cost a retiree?
Well, think about the technology that we're already starting to see in some of our homes. The little robots that vacuum across the floor, or the reminder robots out there to remind you what's in your fridge or to take a message. These novelties are becoming tomorrow's necessities, and they're having a new cost that we've never thought about. Retirement planners, financial advisors, those of us who save a little bit maybe once a week or once a year, have not anticipated the new cost of staying home and healthy. So yes, they are going to be expensive, but here's the good news. They're expensive at first. Just the way our personal computers and our stereos and the like were expensive right out of the box when they first came onto the market and then became precipitously cheaper later on. I was one of those folks who bought the first personal computer he could get his hands on in 1985 for $5,000. Today, that computer is little more than a boat anchor, and what I could afford today for a few $100s has more power than the Apollo program.
All right, so wait for that 4th generation driverless car. You should be good to go.
It should be a lot cheaper and more comfortable.
That's right. All right, Joseph Coughlin, thank you so much for that.
Great to be here. Thanks so much.